Welcome back.
To Marriage Beyond the Veil.
And happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Ash Wednesday.
Yes, we've covered all the bases.
All right, so I need you to channel. Because I was watching the news this morning, and Fred Blankenship, you know how he was always singing or whatever. So he said, a heart is a house. And he said, Eddie Kane Jr., and I said,
Okay.
Five Heartbeats, right?
Five Heartbeats, but the song was sung by the mighty
Dells. And then Lori Wilson said, build it up. You have to build it up. And I thought to myself, really? But I thought about that, and I was like, oh, okay, that's an interesting song to do because it does both in the song. It talks about building it up and breaking it up.
Yeah.
And so...
A heart is a house for love, and I've learned that it don't take much to build it up. But then it says, I've learned that it doesn't take much to break.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So, depending on what your focus is, it doesn't take much to break, or it doesn't take much to build it up. Mm-hmm. He says, 2 wrongs don't make it right.
Okay.
But too long was the night I kept you guessing.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes on to see, now I see that the wonder of devotion, it doesn't come free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I mean, it does both, and that's what a heart, that's what a marriage, that's what a love relationship can do. But it, like he said, is what are you focusing on?
Right.
So on this Valentine's Day, Ash Wednesday, what are you focusing on in your relationship? Are you focusing on building it up,
or breaking it? Yeah. Because according to the Mighty Dells, it doesn't take much to break, and it doesn't take much to build up.
And if you're devoted to a relationship, and we talk about this all the time, what is your level of devotion in your relationship? We talked about love languages. So are you willing to meet someone at that point where their love languages are? You know, what is the devotion? And the devotion will what? Build it up.
Build it up.
That's
yes.
right.
But, you know, just when you think about the idea of the heart being a house for love, but building it up requires work.
It does.
You know, I mean, and not that it has to be laborious, but it does require effort. It requires time. It requires commitment. It requires building. Or tearing down.
Right. And, you know, when you build on a strong foundation.
Yeah.
When you build on a strong foundation, then you're good. And as we celebrate this Valentine's Day / Ash Wednesday, what is your foundation?
Are you building up your heart, that house of love? Or are you doing things that are detrimental to its building and you're doing just the opposite? So, enjoy the beginning of Lent, this Lenten season.
Yes.
Also, enjoy Valentine's for those of you who are focusing on the sentiment. Either way, realize it doesn't take much to break that heart, and it doesn't take much to build it up. Until tomorrow, if the Lord says the same.
Have a good evening.